While we've heard from alleged victims, we've heard from the church. We've even heard from accused priests. But what do everyday Catholics think and feel about the church's sexual abuse scandal that has reignited across California after a flood of new lawsuits? Investigative reporter Candice Nguyen continues her coverage with a conversation with some parishioners that they say is long overdue.
We sat down with 10 parishioners from Church of the Transfiguration in Castro Valley to get their take. While they didn't agree on everything, one common theme emerged from our discussion: the need for more transparency and dialogue from church leaders. Have any of you had anything like this in your church?
No.
You mean like this meeting?
This conversation?
No.
This isn't your ordinary church group, but these are everyday Bay Area Catholics talking about a decades-long scandal that's resurfaced, tainting what they cherish.
I love being Catholic. I appreciate the sacraments, especially the Eucharist. I also love the people.
I was a cradle Catholic and we just go to church on Sundays, but as an adult, being at church to me is being with my friends.
How has that feeling changed?
You're Catholic and then you wonder what that person who's looking back at you is thinking about you, or how can you continue to participate in your Catholic faith when you know these things have happened.
Tonight, hundreds of new allegations against Northern California priests, including some who still work here in the Bay Area.
Has anyone here had a moment where you considered leaving?
I have not.
No.
I haven't considered leaving, but what I do feel is shame and embarrassment sometimes to admit that I'm Catholic. And I hate that feeling.
I don't believe that the church is yet taking a strong enough stand to make it absolutely clear that it will not be tolerated anymore.
Does anyone here feel it's overblown in some sense?
Initially I did, but there's just been too much evidence that, there's stuff going on that isn't good. So I've come to accept that it's happening, it's real, and really not overblown.
Thousands of new child sex abuse lawsuits have hit dioceses across California, including hundreds against these parishioners' own diocese in Oakland. Their Bishop Michael Barber has said he'll work with church leaders to address the deep scars caused by sexual abuse of children. But he's never agreed to speak openly about the scandal with our investigative unit or with these parishioners, they say. Even though their pastor has not been accused, they're calling for more transparency from their bishop.
Come talk to us.
Yes.
Yeah, I would expand that.
Where are you?
There's been so many cases, but I've never been at a church where they've openly discussed this.
I don't think that he will ever come talk to us.
Who do you hold accountable for these failures?
We have to hold our bishops accountable because they are the ones that ultimately control everything that's done or how people are going to behave or respond to things.
Since they say they haven't heard from church leaders, these Catholics are starting to open up with each other about the scandal.
I question what's being done to get to the root cause.
And its impact on the church's future. Recently, the bishop announced their parish, Church of the Transfiguration in Castro Valley, may soon be run by a priest from another parish in light of decreasing attendance across the diocese and the need to consolidate.
It's literally in a self-destruct mode now. You look around any congregation and it's very rare to see younger people in the church. I have a 23-year-old daughter who has no interest. She does not feel comfortable in the Catholic Church right now.
The church is a giant institution, 2,000 years old. The church is not going away. And what we are doing now is exactly what should be happening.
And that's coming up and sharing their ideas for solutions, they say.
Celibacy needs to end.
To help these people whose lives have been destroyed. God loves everybody, and the way that the church has been acting does not reflect that, in my opinion.
We could start with including 50% of the population, the women, as priests.
They believe these solutions can start with them, with conversations like this.
And without us, there is no church. The church is not the bishop. The church is the 10 of us sitting in this room.
I think that having it with NBC is not the mode that we need. We need to have it with other parishes. We need to come together, I'm sure.
But maybe this will make it happen.
I'm not going to leave something that's broken. I'm going to stick around and fix it.
Since this conversation, the diocese has officially filed for bankruptcy in the face of the new lawsuits. In a statement, the diocese said it recognizes parishioners want more conversations about the sex abuse scandal and said anyone interested should contact their pastor directly. With the investigative unit, Candice Nguyen, NBC Bay Area News.
Okay, thank you very much, Candice. Now, if you have a story for Candice or anyone in the investigative unit, you can call 888-996-TIPS, or you can visit our website, nbcbayarea.com/investigations.